If you thought I would ever do a video titled Chupa and Chill, then you won the lotto. Wow. Paulie here in the Latino Slant, and we're gonna approach this. There's a new movie out, and it's called Chupa. I saw the trailer. I actually like it, but there has been a brouhaha on the title, and I think it's pretty funny. You have raza, whether they're politically on one side or the other, they're all screaming at this in some funny ways. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring a guest on, and because I am the Chupa Slant right now, and he is a Chupa expert. Don't take it like that. Don't keep it clean. And then we're gonna talk about this film. We're gonna look at some of the about the hilarious comments, and then we have some funny images for you as well. Okay, he is a writer of the Daily Cella. The Daily Cella is this great new app that the Latino Slant is a part of. I think this gentleman is really cool. Let's bring in Nardo. What's up, buddy?
Hey everybody, happy to chop it up Chupa style. I've, I think my first experience with hearing the word, chupe was a Mexican kid when I was in high school, like saying, chupe mi pito.
Whoa.
And yeah, I didn't know what it was, but he kept saying that like all the time. And it was a random kid, and we would just cross each other, and he would say that. I was like, what is this guy saying? Does he know I don't speak Spanish? Like,
we might get like demonetized.
Yeah, no, but seriously, this is like a true story. And then I found out.
Yeah.
What the hell is this guy's problem?
What happened?
Well, I did it. I mean,
wait a minute.
No, I was just like, dude. Then it just became an FU situation. I was like FU whenever I saw him, and it became a weird little thing. So
okay, so we're talking about language, and Chupa is literally it means to suck, right? Suck off, and people have used that colorful a word for very adult, very sexual connotations. Man, I mean, it's pretty hilarious.
It is, and I'm excited to hear more about this. I don't know a crazy amount about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely invited like a lot of controversy. I mean, too many white people involved. Do you think that's the problem? Would you attribute it to that? Just like
here's the thing with gringos. I mean, they're a smart batch. This literally is probably one of the first things that you learn is what you had said earlier, or a la chingada, or what are the I don't whatever the bad words are that we use. A la verga.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that this is also now a children's movie. It's an upcoming fantasy adventure film directed by Jonas Cuarón, starring Demian Bichir and Christian Slater. Gotta love Christian Slater. It's set for release April 7th, 2023 on Netflix. Here's the plot. It actually has a plot. After discovering a chupacabra living in his grandfather's shed while visiting in Mexico, a teenage boy and his cousins accompany the creature. So the lead kid is a Chicano, right? Like, it's a Mexican American going to Mexico to be with his family in Mexico. That there, I love. Great. What do you think?
It sounds good, and I mean, with Christian Slater in it, "Suck" is definitely a great title. Perfect.
I mean, we could go all night. Jonas Cuarón, who's Alfonso's son, he's a Mexican film director, screenwriter, producer, editor, and cinematographer. Now, here's the other thing, right? We talked about, because a lot of people are complaining, like, oh, this is what white people, when white people create, Latino stuff on Netflix. It's like, You, you got a bona fide Mexicano right there, man.
Yeah.
You know? And he went to Vassar.
He
Snob.
went to Vassar. Oh, okay. So
He's well
that's
educated in the suck.
that's like, yeah, that's one of the first steps in the Coastal Elite starter pack there. Yeah, Vassar College, man. He's
He might be bordering on the X, you know. He doesn't look too happy right here though. But
no, he's definitely Latinx, definitely an ally. I'm getting that, like a really big ally vibe straight away.
Ally vibes, not an LA vibe.
Not LA, no, ally.
No, no.
Like,
So I guess he co-wrote this movie with Marcus Reinhardt, Sean Kennedy Moore, and Joe Barenthan. Uh, the film was titled Chupa with Damian Brichier and other cast members. There you go.
what is
Um,
Damian Bichir doing in it though? Like he's more of like an A-list actor. This doesn't seem.
Damian is from Mexico.
No, I know, but what is he doing in this movie? Like, don't you think this movie's beneath him?
Well, listen, the quality of this film, of the trailer, is outstanding. It looks like it looks like an ET, like ET Gremlins, and the effects look top notch. He looks like he's playing the, you know, either the grandfather, and it looks like he's an ex luchador. So there's some cool elements to this story. It's just,
Okay.
you know, so yeah, no, I think he's good. I think Demian's good there, but I either they are master, you know, marketing people behind this, or they've just struck lightning in a bottle by accident with this title, because everyone is talking about it now. All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
We have
yeah,
another.
totally. It could have been by design for sure.
Could have been by design. We have another chupa expert, and in no conversation can be, you know, we can't continue without a chupa expert from South America, because those guys really know how to suck. Geek Tropology.
Hey, what's up? By the way, chupa in my country means something completely different. La
Ooh, what
chupa
country is
is
this? What country is this?
this is Ecuador. It means when you go to heavily drink. La chupa or la chupetiza means you are going to drink like there's no tomorrow. And yeah, that is a verb that for some reason people really use here, and yeah, as a verb. Don't ask me why my country is weird. We have Pájaro Azul is a blue liquor that is literally jet fuel. You can use an engine. Uh, but anyway, I saw the trailer. It looks Egyptian, and I really mean it looks like like an sphinx, something like that.
Yeah,
So the creature doesn't look like a chupacabra, like the description of this uh, rotting dog with those hideous features. It's a sphinx.
yeah.
It's a cute sphinx.
So here's the movie poster I put up. All right, and it's a different, like he said, it's a different take on like the hairless chupacabra aliens that they had in the last 20 years. Um, but we got some funny comments here. I said, after seeing the trailer and then going online checking out comments from Brasa about the title, let me hear your jokes. And you guys didn't disappoint. Renee said, I hear the sequel is called Mela.
Oh, I will not indulge in explaining that one.
And
I don't speak Spanish, Paulie. So what does that mean?
Chupa,
well,
Nela.
Chupa Mela.
Suck on.
Yeah, they are completely
Yeah.
the.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all, just think of it all as that same root of your childhood, where that kid said to you,
Or that kid. Yeah. That bastard.
that damn kid.
Motherfucker.
And our own Geek Tropology made this poster for us. Tell us about this poster.
This one was Rene, but he's an anime character that is always dressed as a girl and a really cute girl with flurry things and this mini skirt and everything, and it's a trap. It's just a trap. So the truck is because, well, yeah, this is a joke that YouTube will not like.
Well, and then you kept the other titles brought to you from the people who did Harry
Yep.
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Discover the Legend, Suck.
Yeah. Wow.
Just Reggie, I learned what that word meant and how to use it back in middle school. Yeah, there you go.
I think that was the guy, right? Reggie's the kid back in high school.
Oh, is that your guy, Reggie
Is that
Johnson?
Reggie?
He's gonna get you, man.
I want to find you.
Yeah, that title might send some mixed messages. Also, laughing, right?
It's difficult not to laugh, but they are playing it so straight. They actually think that they had something there that is kind of. It's not admiration what I'm feeling, but it's like they have cojones.
You're saying the marketing people. You're saying
yeah. They are keeping
Netflix,
with
all
the
of them.
title. They are keeping with the title. They know now that for the culture that they are trying to sell this stuff, the title that they chose is a really bad thing, and they are going like, "Yep, that's our answer. Final answer. We are going with that." That's cojones.
I gotta say, because there's a lot of people, Nardo, some of those, real fancy journalists at the LA Times who were screaming about this.
They're saying, "Oh, is that the Latinx files? Or are you talking about it?" Yeah.
You're
like, this is the best thing for Latinx culture.
No,
they're saying that or what?
They can't believe that Netflix didn't hire a Latino and that this passed mustard.
Oh, this passed muster.
That the title passed. Yeah.
Like, okay, we need to get over that. Like, they're not going to hire Latinos. Right? They're not. Quit asking why. They're not going to.
That's funny.
You have to create your own stuff. You have to, you have to go at it from like a guerrilla aspect. You just have to start making this stuff. This dumb stuff. I mean, would you want? There's already one. The director's already kind of Latino, right?
Right.
How many more Latinos do you want in there? You had Damian, right? Yeah.
Right.
And like, what is there a percentage that they're asking for?
Well, according to John Leguizamo, who last year was literally humping the Academy Award statue last year. This year, because I guess he wasn't invited, percentages matter. Hashtag.
There's something that I'm not understanding. They have the kids that are clearly Latino descendant, if not Latinos. They have the grandfather that is clearly Latino. They have the director. Somebody must have told at least a joke. At least a joke. They should have known that this was a thing, but I really don't think they just didn't knew. They were oblivious to this. They were just like, no, let's go with it.
CHUPA.
Well,
here's another controversy, guys. And Claron in the chat, in the comments, brought this up. Christian Slater, that guy's still alive. I mean, that is breaking news.
Yeah, we thought definitely like death by speedball, right? With Christian Slater, just in a dark alley with a trans prostitute, needle in his arm. That's how I thought he was going to go out. That's how I thought Christian Slater was going to go out.
Back in the 90s, that would be very edgy and very, very Bowie. But now it's just kind of like,
Well, no, that's what I thought. Like he
right.
Did with the 90s.
Right, back in the 90s, but now if he was to go out like that, that would just be like, yeah, well, who isn't going out with the trans,
There's a lot of ways that people can start doing this stuff. But when I see this, that is clearly American made, I'm not hoping for authenticity because it's American made. if I was hoping for authenticity, I will go to Mexican cinema. There's a lot of crazy good movies there. Or I will go to one of the countries near me that have really good cinema. Chile has crazy good movies. Ecuador has a lot of really good movies. Colombia has a ton of good
Well,
productions.
I'm with you, but like I said in the description, this is a story of a kid from America
Yeah,
going to Mexico to be with his family. So I'm like, I like that because we never have a fucking Chicano kid on camera, on film, on a major studio. And I'm not talking about independent films. And you're right, we can and we should and we should be doing our own things, and we are.
you are.
But just on that angle
Yeah,
alone, I want to see this movie.
you
I
are
want to see this
okay.
movie.
Sure.
You are right in one regard. On movies, I don't recall seeing that. What I recall is in animation, at least, there was a
Mhm.
lot of Latinos. For example, on Jimmy Neutron, there was Shin Esteves. He was an Esteves.
Sure.
Yeah, they had on Rocket Power Latinos. There was a lot of Latino-centric episodes on the Wild Thornberries. There was a lot of cartoons that had Latino kids. So for me, it was kind of normal. I never really paid
But you're
attention
yeah,
to that.
but you're not the normie audience. You're 20 years ahead of everybody, man. You're 20 years ahead of the suck. Mando Lango says, "Holy shit, I can't believe this actually is the title of the movie." And I said, "I mean," and then he comes back and it says, "Just show this to my Mexican mom. We kind of want to watch it now."
Yeah,
I
That's
mean,
I can
reasonable.
see
Yeah,
why.
it
they
does. I want to watch it now. I'm interested.
yeah,
Like
and
the
you
name
haven't even
just
seen the
sucks me
trailer.
in. That's the name. The name sucks us in, right? It's
But
perfect.
the trailer is cute.
Yeah.
When you watch the trailer, the creator is cute. The kid is not a really good actor, but he's decent enough that you can see somebody in that kid and not just a piece of paper. So it's charming enough.
So I want to bring up a couple images, English speakers and Spanish speakers. And if you guys want to comment, feel free. This is a good one. Who scared you the most when you were younger? 1, La Llorona. 2, El Chupacabras. 3, El Chamuco. Or 4, Mi Mamá.
It's obvious. It's just obvious. Uh, Actually, the real fear is not even in the picture. What I feared was la chancla or the wooden spoon.
Me too. That's very accurate. My mama could do some damage, but
I
then
mean,
La Llorona, close second. Close second.
well, La Llorona is when you're like, it's scary. Is a close second because that's your mom after she kills you and drowns your ass.
Exactly. Exactly.
Chupacabra is like compared to your mom. Chupacabra ain't shit. And then they're gonna, they're coming out with this like real like cutesy gremlins type of chupacabra. We'll take that one any day.
Yeah,
Fletcher also found. Go ahead.
No, I'll
the
say another
original.
thing. Like the chupacabra is also indigenous to the U.S. Southwest,
Yes.
so it's not just Mexico, right? I mean, I guess it is part of old Mexico, right? But
Hmm.
I would have liked to see them, do something like in Arizona or New Mexico or Texas. That would have been cool to see as well.
It would be
Um,
cool. Yeah, yeah. It was filmed in New Mexico. I don't know if that's gonna be site specific though.
oh,
That's a good
really?
point.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
That's a good.
great. Okay,
That's a
nothing
good
But
point
happened.
though.
Like
yeah,
like all them. Okay.
the original description of the chupacabra was a rotting dog. It was
Right.
a dog without the fur and rotting flesh.
A rotting dog.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fascinating.
it's
The
really gnarly.
chupacabras does not deliver presents on Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco
Yeah,
de
it was like
Mayo.
a really nasty looking, like rotted alien dog, like something really sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot. Now,
Nardo, we have the official trailer. Unfortunately, we can't play it, but we can jump around and show you images. because I
Okay.
know you haven't seen the trailer itself.
I've
But
not seen the trailer, so
I have to say the production quality is pretty good. So here's the little boy that goes to Mexico, right? So you can see because it says Mexico on the plane, from the States to Mexico to San Javier, a magical place. Why is that?
huh. Okay.
And that's his mom. Bet your cousins will be there. I don't remember them. So he's already like this fish out of water.
Hmm.
And he this is at the house, the family house, and you can see, I think Demian's character, one of the characters, was a famous luchador, and then that's when
Okay,
they find.
that's a terrible caption. That's a terrible,
Oh,
terrible
super boy.
caption.
Yeah, I was trying not to point that out, but thank you, Geek Tropology, for pointing that out. But you're right. You're right. El
This is, I mean,
Chupacabras. I mean,
if libs of TikTok sees this, they're like, look at what they're doing. They got the Latinos now too. These woke lefties in Hollywood. Like, look at what they're doing to our just lovable Latinos. They're destroying.
I mean, that's
Yeah, it's weird.
now there's one school. There's that school of thought that this movie is going to be so, it's just going to be such a good story that, screw you, we're going to call it whatever we want, or it's a very, wokoso film. What do you think?
I think it might be neutral. To be honest, yeah, it has a lot of what you could see as wokoso, but is not really oriented to any other market than a really niche on the US. If I'm being honest, this is not oriented really to Latin America. So
Mm.
yeah, I really don't think there's much of the message that will go in offense to Latin Americans because most likely they will not even see it.
Well, Nardo, there's the chupa, with it looks like a cup of cocoa.
Hmm. Looks friendly. I'd approach him and give him a peanut or something for sure. Looks like your friendly roadside vagabond animal. Yeah,
Definitely on the cute side.
yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
And no modern story is made without the white man being the bad guy, and that white man this time is Christian Slater.
Christian, you forgot Chris. You forgot his name. You forgot his name. See,
Now all I see him is with his tranny.
trans.
Oh God.
It's
I have a
trans, not
question.
tranny.
Yes.
Trans is the appropriate nomenclature.
Trans. Sorry.
I was not anti-trans. I'm just saying, like for the '90s, that would have been something edgy, something he would have done. So
Right. Yes.
just
Yes.
to clarify that, I
Just
love
to clarify.
I love the trans and Jews, and especially trans Jews are my favorite. So
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is this guy the bad guy? In the
Oh
context
no, I
of the
don't know
movie.
if he is. I'm just saying. I was just
Oh,
making that
okay.
up. Yeah.
Because what I got from the trailer is this is a guy hunting for the animal. But if people think that this El Chupacabras is famous for killing a lot of things, including people. So you will want somebody to get rid of El Chupacabras. That's a good
And
guy.
this is a great shot. I think this is now the boy in his luchador outfit with
Uh-huh.
Chupa. That's cute.
So yeah, I'm not seeing any menace yet. Even here with the wings, he doesn't look menacing.
No.
Hmm.
And this is cool. I guess this is like some pre-Columbian, I don't want to say Aztec, but some Mexican indigenous, artwork connecting the legend of Chupa.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a real creature. There's some creatures with wings from those
Sure.
cultures, but I'm not really sure if that one is.
Well, this is it, guys. This is what we got. We'll play 1 second of it. Whether it's gonna suck or not, Nardo, what do you say?
I think it's gonna suck in all the wrong ways. Because I was expecting is just someone basically completely ignorant before we hopped on this call. Like, I thought, oh, this is going to be a horror movie. It is going to be more like Gremlins, like a campy horror movie. You know what I mean? And then it just seems like the Chupa is going to be the hero. You know, and that's not really what I was expecting. So I don't. I just thought more like, hey, this boy, this he's going into this town, and they're going to do something to try to save the town from the menace that is the chupacabra or multiple chupacabras. And so I'm not really, so it's weird.
Okay.
I don't like the friendly
good.
chupacabra. He's not a friendly
That's good.
mythical character, you know. So
Pablo, Geek Tripology.
I have really no hopes for this movie, but also I have no interest in this movie, so it can burn. I most likely won't even see the light from it burning. So, yep.
You know, you said something earlier that these guys might just have such big cojones that they don't give a shit. And this is the
Yeah.
title of our film. Take it or leave it. And they're gonna deliver us something close to a Gremlins level. That would be seismic. That would be the ultimate, you know, I would think middle finger to Hollywood. I think that would be great. Now, I think the reaction has been hilarious, as you can tell from some of the comments. That first people like, how dare they call it chupa? What are you talking about? Who was the gringo that's behind this? And then you see this video, you see the trailer, you see everyone involved, and you're like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
They knew. They knew.
for sure.
They
And
really
that's
did.
what, you know what? Maybe that is part of their marketing strategy too, is that they were trying to court that Latino outrage. Because if you go on Twitter, especially, I recently wrote something on the Latin Grammys going to Spain, and because there's a lot of controversy with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge contingent among our community that is just really nitpicky with how Latinos are represented, and I understand because we have been misrepresented and just not represented for, God, at this point, centuries, right? In media.
Yeah.
So, but it's just exhausting. It's like, okay, this doesn't. Why don't you just make cool shit and get it out there, rather than?
Yeah.
No, I mean, some of the complaints were. Go ahead, Pablo. Go ahead.
There's something interesting. I have seen a lot of people react like that and go, "No, we Latinos need to be better represented and such." And normally, either those are Latinos from the US or are not Latinos at all, because Latinos normally do something really different. They take it as a joke. Everything is a joke. So what do? We joke about it. You make a title that is offensive, we will be even more offensive because that's fun. That's part
That's
of
brilliant, man.
it's part of
That's
the
brilliant.
culture. So I'm not seeing that kind of well, there's some hyper lefties that will be offended by everything, but normally those are the ones that we mock the most because it's fun. They will react. It's fun seeing them react. So we do it even worse. I'm not seeing that kind of interaction. It's just people angry that are the detractors of the movie, and the rest are just like normal Latinos going like, haha, that's fun.
Well, I think it's all in the vein of Johnny Legs.
Yeah.
They're not involved. They didn't get hired. They're not a part of the production. Where maybe they were pitching projects, they were part of this, they were part of that, and they're not a part of this. So they're just trying to tear it down. You know, welcome to Hollywood hypocrisy, and you know, Latinos, you know, come join in. I know that for a fact with some of these people who are complaining. Nardo, okay, you've seen it all. We've talked all these different angles of the chupa? Does it go back to your childhood memory? What's going on? Are you triggered? Are you okay?
I'm very triggered, but it makes me curious. I want to see it, even though it doesn't look good. I wish the chupacabra were more into sucking people's souls out of their brains. I really wish that would happen in this film. It doesn't. It looks like it's just going to be like, the Gizmo, the friendly Gizmo version of the chupa.
Yeah.
So I would like to see something way more raw. Just maybe even like cartel chupa. Something like that. Like they're going way too soft.
Awesome.
And I feel like they are pandering to the white people. They're like, hey, let's get because they can't go full chupacabra here. You know what I mean? Like that would just turn off too many of that.
So
like, white.
You're saying you want more of a El Chapo chupa.
Exactly. Perfect. That's the sequel, Paulie. You have to write that script.
El Chapo chupa.
Exactly.
Ooh, I could get killed for saying that. Geek Tripology.
To be honest, I don't think it's really that much. I don't think it really that worth of attention unless they really knock it out of the park, but that needs to be when the movie comes out. Right now, I'm on that phase that I have no hopes for it, but also I'm not offended, so I don't care. But that's the kind of mindset that you can change with a really good movie. Because if I hear from people that it's a good movie, okay, now you have my attention, I will give it a watch, and I will most likely just enjoy it, right?
Well, we here at the Latino Slant will be the Chupa Slant when the movie comes out. And I want to thank Chris Gore of Film Threat for letting me know about this film. You asshole.
Wait, you didn't even knew about it?
No.
And you're
the
the
Latino
target.
Slant did not know about the suck.
Oh.
All right, everyone. I want to thank Nardo. Check him out on the Daily Chela app. Check out Geek Tripology, Midnights de Español. We'll see you soon, wherever you're at. Keep your slant, not your chupa, strong.